So, so, look, Trump did first step back, okay? I'll give it to him. He did. And even though he might have talked like a racist, he still did it first step back. To the first step to walk back Biden's assholeness. Okay? I'm tired. I'm honestly tired of these people, bro. Like, at one point, holy cow. At some point, man.
People like Tatum. That's why they call influencers. So obviously what they're saying is working, right? Obviously what they're saying is not that so detrimental that people are not willing to vote Republican or for Trump at all. Because if that's the case, then you would think you would see less people vote Republican. But that's not what happened. So this
so when you believe the nonsense that Tatum and this freaking guy peddles, when you believe when you believe this nonsense, of course you're gonna vote for the guy. Unless you can't vote for Hillary. Don't vote for Hillary, don't do that. Because Hillary calls super predators.
Talking point, because that's what it is, from these so-called conscious conservatives, right? And I don't have any problem with their movement or what they do. I think that there's a need for that, right? I think that there's a need for people like Tatum. There's a need for people like Amazing Lucas, okay? But that talking point from them to say, well, people like Tatum turn black people off from the conservative movement, I don't think that's 100% true. I would argue that people like him actually bought a lot of black people in because he's woken a lot of people up to the silliness and the foolishness. And that's okay, right? It's okay for him to have his point. You know, I had somebody on Twitter try to come at me and try to say, oh, all you do is talk about crazy Democrats and stupid black people all day. That's all you talk about. And I'm like, bro, I talk about white people every single day. If you guys don't notice, I talk about white folks every day, just as much as I talk about black people. The white people I talk about happen to be Democrats, right? They happen to be liberals, but I'm talking about white people just as much as I talk about black people, right? I'm just calling it like I see it. But the people that look at black conservatives and say that all they do is talk down on black people, well, I'm just speaking for myself. I can't speak for anybody else, but are you looking at the rest of my content? Are you looking at the fact that every 3 weeks I'm basically clowning on Brian Seltzer, right? Just as much as I clown on Joy Reid or I clown on Don Lemon.
Okay. Oh, of course. We're gonna call it Don Lemon, but if it was a black conservative, you ain't gonna call them.
If you say something that I don't agree with, whether you're black or white, I'm gonna call it out. It doesn't matter what your race is.
You know what? This guy's pretty small. It's a pretty small channel. I'll show you. It's pretty small. So you debate me. You want to debate? We can debate. All right. I got a mic. You got a mic. Let's do a debate. And let's ruin you because you have a very small following. I have a smaller one. But if I win, embarrass you. And if you tell me to delete, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm not gonna do that. You have a very small following. I have an even smaller one. I have like no subscribers that people like. I've never shown my face in this for like one time, like on my very first video. So people who like haven't seen me in person, I got like no subscribers like that. But if we can, I'll probably end his entire career. I'll probably never post a video again.
Right? But, you know, people want to have a race conversation. So I'm going to tend to make more videos that have to do with race because that's the conversation that people want to talk about. Right? It's not that hard. But I talk about white people. Right? And people want to talk about, well, you know, black people. White folks,
he's barely even talking about.
Don't put their business out, their community business out like black people do.
Okay, look, this was 4 minutes. We had to do wrap it up. He's gonna talk about nonsense. We can speed this up. Okay, you guys are gonna have to probably turn your playback speed a little bit down, but let's do it. Let's do this.
They don't just be openly talking about issues in the community. Well, no, you're actually wrong. White people, right? That's basically politics. Okay, every time I get on Twitter, It's white people going back and forth with each other over politics. You just don't see it that way because white people don't see themselves as a community. They just see themselves as people for the most part, right? So they do that every single day. White people go back and forth with each other over culture, right? The same way black people go back and forth over culture, right? It happens. But I guess my point is that my issue with Amazing Lucas and him coming out to Tatum, and a lot of these people that's coming out to Tatum, is that they call Tatum stupid, they call him dumb, they try to
They call him simple.
and they're not really addressing him
He said Lucas said it was disgusting the way they take advantage of him.
in a way that's fair and respectful. You can have a real honest debate. It's always personal. It does not have to be personal. Okay? Everybody's entitled to have perspective. You're entitled to change your opinion over time. Even if people don't like to change your opinion, right? Even if you lose 50, 60,000 subs doing that, hey, that's fine. Again, I don't agree with everything on the right, right? I'm not going to be mad at other people who are more successful than me or who are better than me and try to come at them personally, talking about their wives, their families, their kids, disrespecting them. Then try to act like you're taking the high road. Like, come on now. You're not really taking the high road here. So, like I said, man, I want to chime in on that. It's the same thing that happens to a lot of people that comes to for telling the truth. Just like Kevin Samuels, they get a lot of hate. People start calling them all types of names, disrespecting them. It really is. But let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.
These disgusting Karens need to be stopped. Look, I ain't got any more to say.